queen on the freak. He probably thought they wanted me. Shawty seen everything, and you know she got it. She ain't the one to play with you. Her DMs, they be silent like bass hitters. You want an angel, then give her heaven on earth. I respect your relationship. I don't care if you don't, but I think
EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Carolina Panthers. The ball on the tee, we're set for football. And off we go from Uptown Charlotte. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. At their own 21-yard line. To throw right away is Shuck. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. A situation they'll certainly want to avoid going forward. An early second and long they're facing. At the 11-yard line. Working out of the gun here, Shuck. Over the middle, complete. It's Mitchell.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
And now an audible here into something else. Third down, Shuck from the gun. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll indeed go. Here's Shuck. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll run. Here comes a rookie from Michigan State. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
He'll be taken down here about the 11. A good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
Real. Pistol. Kings! Hey, alert 33. Scott.
Throwing, Mayfield. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
Mayfield and the troops staying out and going for it on fourth. They're going to look to throw. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Elijah Arroyo, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Vikings take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. No problem there on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he goes out of bounds after a solid return to the 45.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And the stakes in this game certainly high as we get toward the end of the regular season. For now, they are holding a wild card spot, but there are no shortage of other teams in the NFC looking to take that spot from them.
Starting with the guy.
And a double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Vikings will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He finds his man, complete. That's Moreno. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. Here's Mayfield. He finds his man, complete. That's Moreno. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 34-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Mayfield. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now Mayfield. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And it's knocked away and incomplete. That's Darius Rush that time who broke it up. You look at this Carolina defense. This crew against the pass, issues at times, ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Terrell Bernard. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Yeah, there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
For this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a second time. They're indeed going for it. Here's Shuck. Under pressure and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Vikings now to start their next drive.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down.
To about the 48-yard line.
He was brought down by a 3-yard pickup.
After one, it's 9-0.
At their 48-yard line.
The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it 2nd and 7. Pass caught, Arroyo right side. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 6.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Hey, alert 33. Run. 180.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. That one behind his receiver and incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
180. Stop.
Now Mayfield on fourth down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Elijah Arroyo with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Muscles by at the 25. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots because this group on offense, they'd be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still in that dreaded in-the-hunt category, and they're hungry for a win today.
And he's going to be dropped following a pick up of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Once again, it's Mitchell. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Shuck. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Panthers first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
First and 10 at the 37.
Throwing, Shuck. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Brian Burns in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
31-yard line.
Here's Shuck. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
From the shotgun, it's Shuck. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
3rd and long always tilts to the defense. And I just remember as a player how many times it was hammered into my head. Know where the sticks are and get him down in front of it. But sometimes what happens is you worry about where that is much more than the person who has the ball. And on that play, they didn't have enough focus on him. And somehow he turned a short pass into a first down.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the 34-yard line, here's second and a couple. From the gun, a give to Mitchell. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
That's another Panthers first down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
19 tight.
To throw is Shuck. It's caught. Mitchell. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
It's a gain of
An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now he'll tuck it, and he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Tyler Shuck, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers get a bit closer.
Hey, you're down on the scoreboard, but now your offense is in close, and this is where, as a quarterback, you say, I've got to make a play here. Doesn't matter whether it's a pinpoint throw or a scramble like this one. He takes matters into his own hands and delivers a touchdown run.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 39 yards there, a big one.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Hey, alert! Point it right.
And the slot man goes in motion left. From the gun, Mayfield. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Moreno. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Now a 2nd and 2.
Alert! Stop!
Mayfield down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Quick throw, and Mayfield completes it. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Real. 180. What's that?
Mayfield with it once more. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Vikings will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he'll go out of bounds all the way down inside the 35.
Forget the idea of flipping the field. They have now put themselves in a position to score points with that big-time return.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll throw. Here's Shuck. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
Regular. Kings.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Following the interception, Mayfield. He's going to look deep down the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
Final play of the half, Mayfield. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They've reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Mayfield to throw it. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. He was over 100 receiving last week. He's over 100 down this week as he's got a first down as well.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You circle the Pro Bowl. Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Mayfield looks to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Moreno. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a two-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
A 10-yard loss on the play. It's second down.
Throwing on second and long. Mayfield. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That one good for 37 yards.
Hurry!
First down. First
Hey,
and
alert,
goal
alert,
at the
alert.
40-yard line.
Stop.
To throw, Mayfield. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
It's now 2nd and 19 at the 15-yard line.
Shuck now to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Boy, not deterred from those first two failed attempts. They're going to go a third time here on fourth down. They'll indeed go. Here's Shuck. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Here's Mayfield. Touchdown! A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on fourth down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one.
And the Panthers first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now Shuck. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up second down.
2nd and 5 at the 48-yard line.
To throw now, Shuck. Now he's going to step up and run. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Trap 60, trap 60.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. 46 yards. And the Panthers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. They'll try and throw for it. And he'll get in. And they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the two-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on two-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a two-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. He finds his man, complete. It's Moreno. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be second in a couple. Now Mayfield. Over the middle, complete. That's Moreno. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Got a ball game and a first down. Mayfield. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
2nd and 10 now, 3rd quarter from Charlotte. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. That's taken in by Arroyo. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 27-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 27. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert! 180! Pistol, pistol, pistol.
He'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Moreno. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Vikings.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. So 8 yards on the completion there. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. That's his 18th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
And we're back now in Charlotte. For the fourth quarter, we'll begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Sheds off the tackle. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. 70 range, 70 range. Let's go.
Operating from the gun, here's Shuck. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's second down. That's just his second catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game, and they've done a great job of doing that.
Mustang 19. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Here's Shuck. And this one complete again to Mims. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Ready?
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Tyler Shuck, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Panthers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Left sideline, a dime, and it looks like he's got it. So they go with a pass there on the two-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their two-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is. I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have two-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. And their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. From down at the 12, it's first and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Moreno.
Hey, 2 minutes.
First and goal.
King.
Minnesota.
Point it right.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook.
A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Vikings look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point attempt to come here. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Vikings 50, Panthers 22.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Carolina. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
The Panthers will line up for the
They'll look to throw. And he'll get in, and they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. And, of course, on the two-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Mayfield now. He finds his man, complete. That's Watkins. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
17 yards. And the Vikings, first down.
They're going to look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. That is incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they stop him short of the first, as he can only get to the 20. Now Mayfield on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on fourth. And it'll be a turnover on downs. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked.
He's on his way. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers have got it back to a two-score game here in the fourth. And now once again, they'll line up to go for two. To throw is Shuck. And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here.
Score Vikings 50, Panthers 36. Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
following the touchdown. Ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth. Didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine it comes with the defense. So free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. Fielded at the 20. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's taken it all the way back for the return touchdown. And this game just got a little crazier. They're still alive here in the final stages.
So you're saying there's a chance.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game.
That's the score. Vikings 50, Panthers 45. Daniel Carlson set to...
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays. Well, Charles, I've heard of backing up to avoid the rush. I think this takes that to a whole new level.
And not upper level either.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. And this will be taken at the 13. And he's going to take it all the way into the end zone. What a return, and they've taken the lead. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge it, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
At the 33-yard line.
But they'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
All 3 timeouts remain. How much that'll matter remains to be seen. It's 1st and 10. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll come up now, 2nd and 9. Now they try the right side here. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. What a game we were treated to in this one. And then on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting into midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
What's happening? What's happening? Hey, it's your boy Lil Jon. The pick your me click. What's up, Phony? What's happening? What's up, Sean Paul? What's happening? Hey, now ladies and gentlemen.